Um, so I've been doing this keto thing. Like if you've been following along with the saga, um, when I weighed the other day, I used a scale that it's my daughter's scale. Don't tell her because if she finds out, she'll be mad at me. I'm not supposed to use her scale, and it only goes to 400. So I got a big, you know, you know, error symbol. Um, so I'm going to go with I'm 400 because let's just I could be 430. I don't know, but I'm starting at 400. It may take me a while to get down so I can get on her scale, but I'm going to. So tonight I'm cooking a keto meal. Um, this is goes out to my good friend. Well, not my good friend, my YouTube friend, Justin Rhodes. And Justin Rhodes has many ailments, Lyme disease, and other things that he's been plagued with and suffered with, and he's come across this use of a carnivore diet. And there's a lot of research out there, and I started looking online of how important this carnivore diet is because our brain is mostly fat, right? And so you're supposed to be eating natural fats, animal fats, and part of what's wrong with society right now, and me and everybody else, is that we've been eating fake fats and processed fats. So what we're going to do in my diet and our family's diet is just use natural fats, real cream, real butter. Everything's better with butter, Justin, right? Real butter, cold pressed olive oil, coconut oil, those kind of fats. The ones that everybody else in the corn industry would tell you is, sorry about the sweat, you guys. We live where it's 114 degrees, and for as long as we've lived in this house, we've had a swamp cooler. Now, some of you are going, what? What the? Helen? This man says swamp cooler. And actually, anyone who would talk like that would know what a swamp cooler is. It's an evaporative cooler. It uses evaporation. And when it's dry, like here in the desert, a swamp cooler is usually really good. But the problem is sometimes, we also have ceiling fans. But a swamp cooler is really good when it's 100 and below. And when it's hotter than that, our friend, the swamp cooler, doesn't really want to work. See, what happens is that this is blowing air, and there's a squirrel cage inside there. You know what I say when a squirrel cage? And the squirrel cage is in there, and outside of it is some pads that water pump floods with water, and they run down it, and that's the water evaporates. Such as science. Science for the way. Follow the science, folks. And that's air that blows out of the swamp cooler is 10 degrees cooler than the air that goes in. Now that works until it's 110. Then it ends up being 100 in your house, and it ends up blowing hot air. Kind of like me sometimes. Are those open?
Yeah.
You want to film me while I?
Yeah.
I gotta get to 1,000 viewers so I can monetize YouTube. And the only way I can do that is start doing some longer videos. So, oh, there's 3 of you there. Hey, if you know the name, the French name for brown butter, you are a genius and you're worthy of watching my videos. Oh, that sounded so arrogant, didn't it? But this is brown butter, and almost every French recipe for fish includes a couple things. It includes, no, it needs to be medium. It includes a couple things. brown butter or bouillabaisse. Bouillabaisse is fish stock, and the butter is, I'm not going to tell you the name of it, it's our secret question. So do you see that? It should bubble like that when you put some of the water in. That's the water instantly turning into steam. And what that does is going to allow anything you put in here to sear, right? And what was the process that's happening when it sears?
You want me to answer that?
Yes,
Maillard.
the Maillard process. Okay, what am I doing with my hand right now?
You are looking for bones.
Yeah, and they were really good with the halibut. The halibut's easy to fillet and not get the bones. Now I'm gonna do it wrong, so I want to do it right. I put this piece in first because it's fattest. It's gonna take longer to cook. Now these are all still partially frozen still. So now I'm gonna start putting these thinner pieces in because they'll catch up to that now. And see how I put them in going away from you? You don't want to splash hot stuff on you. And then I'm going to put this one in. Get away. Be careful. Very careful. And now the brown butter is doing its thing. Now, excuse me. And we'll be back in a second after this is brown. The smell of fish on my hands. You guys, here's my brown butter. I have not been stirring these. I've been poking at them because I want to stir them, but I refrain because you wait until you see the fish juice starting to pearl up on the other side, and I haven't seen that yet. So don't turn it until I'm starting to see it here, and I'm starting to see a little bit along the edge here. The fish is turning opaque. See how this is translucent? That means clear. And that, you see right down here, where it's starting to turn opaque? That means it's cooked. And I'm going to eat this raw. What do we call raw fish?
Sushi, sashimi.
Yeah, and or poke bowl, or right. You can eat this raw, but you want
Did you
that
say
flavor.
what was all over your shirt?
Oh, this is paint. If you've been following the channel for very long, you know I'm an artist and I paint. So I was out working on a painting of Jesus Christ today in my studio. This is the magic reveal. Let's hold on. I think you can go a little bit longer. Do we have a metal special? Hello, you guys. So look at this. This meat is about ready to turn, and I'm going to turn it, and I will get it on film here. So this is the first piece I put in. Remember the big piece? And you see right there where it's starting to get all nice and opaque. And let's see what this skin looks like. Oh yeah, baby. You see that? That is pure flavor. As what's his name? Guy Fieri says, welcome to Flavor Town. I know that's probably copywritten, so beep. Wait, let's say that again. Welcome to Flavor Town. Beep. Will you beep it when I say it? Welcome to. There you go. All right. Because Guy Fieri isn't paying me any money, and I don't want this to be demonetized because. Oh, by the way, it's time for a serious conversation here at Stacy Stuff. I have to have 1,000 followers to monetize. You guys have been watching my videos. I see it in the analytics, but you're not following me. Go, after this video is over, go to YouTube, go to Stacy Schimbeck, STACY space SCHIMBECK. Hit that, go to it, and you'll see all my videos there. And if you hit subscribe, you'll get notifications of all my videos. And I don't care that you watch my videos, because I would be doing these for me because it just helps me have fun. But it would be cool. My wife said if I could get 80,000 followers, that I could buy a sailboat and sail around the world. So if you guys want to see Stacy sailing around the world like Expedition Evans, or who are some of the people we follow? Who are some of the YouTube sailors we follow?
We follow Zatara, like Zatara, Gone with the Winds, Sailing with Six.
Expedition Evans.
Yep.
What are the ones that are in Italy right now? Sailing Project Atticus. Hey, if you want to know how to build a boat, go to, this is my absolute favorite YouTube channel. And if you like building stuff with wood or sailing or just cool people who are rock climbers and hippies, then go to Salt and Tar. And the best one is Acorn to Arabella. And it's really cool because it's A2TA, and it always shows up very first in your feed. So go ahead to Acorn to Arabella and look and see what Steve did. It took him 7 years to make a boat out of trees that he cut down. I don't want to tell you his story. You will go watch his story. It's absolutely fascinating me for a couple of years. So anyway. So my brown herbs, my dried herbs I tell you about, you may say, oh, those are dried herbs, but this is dill, which I grew in my garden, dried in the sun. It took like 30 seconds here in St. George, by me in southern Utah. And I just put it in this old Great Value, also not monetized. You guys are missing out on all this great advertising, also not monetized by Walmart or Great Value. And I'm gonna put dill on them. From the land. If I had enough land for a cow, I'd have cow from the, or butter from the land. And I'm also going to put some onion powder, I think, a little, not a lot. This is actual onion powder from this company that we were talking about. I'm not going to say their name anymore because I don't want to give them free money. Little onion powder. This is some basil from the land. Dried basil from the land. Do we have pesto? Do you think I should? No. Let's just do that.
That's plenty.
Some dried basil from the land and some black pepper. Not from the land. It's from this company who shall not be named because I'm not going to say their name anymore, even though I've been saying it all the time. They don't pay me to say their name. And that's it. Now, garlic?
What? No.
You usually want garlic. What happened to you?
I like garlic, but it's not in that drawer.
All right, I'm gonna turn these over real quick to sear that. Oh, look at that skin just falling off. It's ready. I also want some of the butter flavor, or the herb flavor to be in the butter when we cook the vegetables in it, because that's what we're gonna do. So we have all this deliciousness from the Maillard process, and look at that. All right, we don't want to scorch those herbs. They get kind of woody if you scorch them too long, too hot. Oh man, that is, if you guys could smell this, tell them what it smells like, honey.
Smells good.
Wow.
Smells really good.
Wow. You guys watch Max Miller on Taste and History? If you don't, you should. It's a great channel. And Max Miller, he has the best descriptions of food. I think that's why he's so popular, right? When he's talking about how something tastes, it's what makes it interesting. So now we're going to take this, and this is going to need some more salt.
Everybody knows that browned butter smells good.
And it's got herbs in it now, and now it has some more salt in it. Because the vegetables, they didn't grow up in the ocean like the halibut did. So the halibut has a whole bunch of salt in the meat already. So we kind of lied to you when we said the ingredients in this halibut are only halibut, because there's traces of salt in there. And you can taste it. It's like in good grass-raised butter, you can taste the grass of the pasture. In good grass-raised, yellow butter, it's yellow because of the grass that the cow grazed on. And that yellow, hey, I'm mansplaining over here. That yellow butter comes from grass-fed cattle. And if I had a pasture, by the way, I was talking about a sailboat a little while ago, but if I had 80,000 followers and was making $30,000 a year, or whatever they do at 30, I don't know anything about YouTube, but if I was monetized and making that kind of money, I'd buy a pasture to put a cow in for my wife. She also wants to raise dogs, and she loves dogs.
I do raise dogs.
Do you love dogs, honey?
Yes, I do.
Do you have dogs, honey?
Yes, I do.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have labs.
You should go on a field trip and show people while I stir this vegetables.
Okay, field trip. Maggie, where's your collar? Come on, Max. Let's show him, shall we? Come here. Hi, Briscoe. Look at this. 1, Mom, 2, 3, 4. That's the cutest thing ever. 5, 6, 7. All because of Maggie. Huh, Maggie? Are you sitting on one, Max? Nope. It is under there getting a meal. But now she's laying on it. Yay! Normally Briscoe's the daddy, but he's not the daddy of these ones. The daddy of these ones is a poodle.
Did you tell from the tone of her voice that she talked about those dogs, how much she loves dogs? The happiest I've ever seen Mrs. Schimbeck is in Alaska when we were on a sled dog ride, and her face looked like it was going to split open. She was smiling so hard. There were hundreds of dogs.
There were a lot of dogs.
We're almost done, honey. We're almost done with this masterpiece. Now look, you guys. You see this? The Maillard process that was all stuck to the bottom in that butter. You see it? The water from these frozen vegetables has come out, and it has deglazed all that from the pan. That's what in cooking we call that deglazing, the pan. And so I don't even really need to add water to this because it's deglazed. But I'm going to add, oh, one of them fell out of the pan. Oh,
Hot?
no, it's frozen in the middle still.
You're not going to pepper them, are you?
Just a little. I tasted it, it needs pepper. Doesn't need salt, it needs garlic. Should I use some of our garden from the land, or garlic from the land?
If you want.
Oh, garlic. No! This is a brand that is not monetized on my station, so I'm not going to show you what it is. I didn't get it at the same place I got all that other stuff you saw, except for the stuff from Walmart. And I'm just going to sprinkle some of that. It had garlic and all kinds of herbs and lemon zest and okay, that's it. Anyway, I'm not showing you what it is, but if anyone works at that one place and wants to show me, and knows someone who knows someone who knows someone, then, oh, damn it. Don't keep it to yourself. Tell them, this guy is advertising your work and you need to, like, make a deal with him. All right, so that was frozen still, you guys. That means these big chunks, you see how they picked up all the bits? That's all that flavor from the fish and the butter and the herbs going in. See how that white cauliflower is now almost black, right, or brown? That, I'm telling you, that's like angels making love to your tongue, okay? But now I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to steam it because it was frozen.
You're going to turn it down?
No. It was frozen. Now, see, my wife would want to cook it on low. But on high, it's going to boil up all that water that's in there. It's going to turn it into steam, and steam is 215 degrees or 13 degrees. Okay, I don't math well, you guys. Math is my kryptonite, but I think it's 213 degrees. Follow the science, look it up, Google it, and if I'm right, say you were right in the comments, and if I was wrong, say you were wrong. It's 220 whatever. Okay. Now this is American temperatures, you guys. Those of you who are watching in Australia.
Fahrenheit.
Oh, that was another sailor that we loved. What's the name of that?
Pascal and
Sailor. We'll get back to you on that one. We'll put it in the
Troy.
Troy and Pascal, and they had their current site is called Ramshackle Ranch in Australia. They sold their boat because they wanted to have a baby, and Pascal is currently expecting, and they're homesteading another. So I still watch them, but they were called. I'm at a blank, but just do Ramshackle Ranch, and you can go back in their history and find a whole bunch of cool sailing videos. But he also is just. I feel like I could sail a sailboat right now, and it's because Troy is the best teacher I've ever seen. And his videos, I probably should get certified before I ever sail by an actual real captain and have a piece of paper, but I feel like I know what I'm talking about because of Troy. But that's another video. And these are done, you guys. Look at that. The natural sugars of the carrots are starting to come out. These things have added their own Maillard process to the stew, and they're going to be delicious. So, hey, thank you for watching Stacy Stuff. I know I've been begging all along every video for you to. I don't want to be a broken record, and I don't think I'm going to ask people to like me and share me and subscribe anymore. I'm going to try not to. This is the last video I'm going to do that because I'm trying to build my numbers. You know, it's about money, you guys. Remember that Tom Hanks movie? Show me the money. Anyway, beep.
That wasn't Tom Hanks.
Yes, or not Tom Hanks. What's that other Tom guy?
Tom Cruise.
The short one. Yeah. Anyway, Tom Hanks was not in that movie. Taking you from mise en place. That's ingredients for you who don't speak French. I don't speak French either. I just watch shows. Taking you to the cooking of the halibut, the protein, and here we have. Okay, I know some of you are out there going, "This is not keto. You can't have vegetables." Guess what? It's Mediterranean then. So here's some vegetables. How many do you want, hon?
That's good. Or no,
That's
more.
all?
More.
You're a vegetable hound. What? Broccoli? Or
I
cauliflower?
thought you were doing your plate.
No, this is your plate. I'm serving you.
Okay. That's good. Right there.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And which piece of fish would you like?
That medium one.
This one?
Yeah.
That's the one I want.
Well, then give me a different one.
And I could have a piece of, or a drizzle or something, but we're not going to do that because we're hungry. So let's look at it over here. Oh, by the way, this is Colby. We call him Zobes. Say hi to the people. Hello. Here you have, now in restaurants, they
It's gorgeous.
clean off the plate and make it pretty. Put a piece of something on there. Now, hey, we're Mormon in our house, and we pray before we eat. I'm not going to pray before people because in the Bible it says don't have your prayers in public. So I'm going to pray after I get off, but we pray before we eat. Just know that. And hey, thank you for watching Stacy Stuff. Say bye to the people, Colby.
Goodbye.
Hey, that's delicious stuff right there. All right, Colby's going to go back to his room where he plays video games and eats. I wish he would stay out here with us, but he won't. And then that's Catrice, and I'm going to get mine. But hey, thank you for sharing this time with me. I know this video's been a little bit long. It's a new format for me, and I'm trying to make my videos a little bit longer, just because in YouTube school they say that longer videos get monetized faster. So anyway, hey, thank you for watching. We'll see you.